Although Savannah Chrisley has a charming appearance, don't let her kind demeanor deceive you. The reality star has a dark side. Nothing less, after all, is to be expected from someone who becomes a reality television star and has a little flair for drama. The 2014 USA Network premiere of her family's previous reality series, Chrisley Knows Best, is the former Miss Tennessee Teen USA's claim to fame. Consider the Kardashians with a Southern twist, as the documentary series followed her huge, rich family as they navigated the highs and lows of their privileged existence. The Chrisleys enjoyed the comforts of their popular reality show for many years, until 2022, when their wrongdoings finally came up with them. Todd and Julie Chrisley, Savannah's parents, were found guilty on many charges of wire fraud and federal tax fraud, adding their names to the lengthy list of famous people who have been found guilty of felonies. Despite their continued denials of guilt, the two were moved to different prisons to complete their sentences. Todd received a reduced 10-year term, while Julie received a reduced 5-year sentence. Although she doesn't particularly wear jail jumpsuits, Savannah has been the subject of several scandalous tabloid stories throughout the years. The reality star is no stranger to conflict, having been involved in both ex-boyfriend and sibling conflicts. We're dissecting Savannah Chrisley's shadowy side. She disapproved of her brother's engagement to his fiancée. I mean, sisters are always right. In 2022, Savannah Chrisley gave the impression that her brother Chase's failed engagement meant as much. In an Unlocked podcast episode, the reality star said that she had advised her brother against getting engaged too soon. After 2 years of dating, Chase proposed to his girlfriend Emma Metters in 2022, but the couple called it quits the following year. "I told you so," she addressed her sibling. "I advised you not to get engaged too quickly. Avoid doing it, and you succeeded." Savannah continued by acknowledging that, despite her brother's preference for his ex's family above his own, she preferred him and Metters apart. Even though he refuted it, he did admit that he and Metters were going through personal issues at the time, that Emma just chose to leave me while I was dealing with my asterisk, and that they mutually agreed to part ways. Even with Metters, Savannah's relationship was problematic, as she disclosed. "I didn't believe the motives were correct. I attempted to give her a chance right away, but she immediately turned me down. I ended the call the instant she shouted at me." The pageant queen said that she doesn't think Metters is a nasty person despite their back and forth. "There were a lot of moments you didn't have respect," she said, criticizing her brother's treatment of Metters. Savannah Chrisley had her Southwest flight canceled. Being ejected from an aircraft doesn't exactly provide the nicest image. When Savannah Chrisley was banned off a Southwest Airlines aircraft in 2023 due to her disruptive conduct, the news was widely reported. The reality star said she got into a fight with an employee over a checked bag and was informed she couldn't board the aircraft in an Instagram video that TMZ was able to get. The employee informed her that she needed to check her suitcase, even though she was intending to bring it as a carry-on on the flight from New York to Tennessee. A pilot attempted to intervene in the dispute after making an effort to negotiate with the employee. "Stay out of it. Ma'am, you're not flying on this flight," the guy reportedly said to the pilot, according to Chrisley. The reality star dubbed the flight attendant a **** hole, acknowledging that he remained unyielding even after she said she had to board the aircraft in order to spend time with her 10-year-old niece. At the end of her tirade, Chrisley had to get into a fight, saying, "So Southwest, you're awful, but not going to lie, your pilot was kinda hot." "Our initial reports indicate a different story than the one from the customer's account," an airline spokesman said in a statement to ET. "She arrived at the gate late in the boarding process and repeatedly insulted our employee after being asked to gate check her bag." She denounced the deplorable circumstances in her parents' prisons. In 2022, Todd and Julie Chrisley were found guilty and weren't exactly given a pass. Todd received a 12-year term, which was subsequently reduced to 10 years, and his wife Julie received a 7-year sentence, which was later trimmed to 5 years, for defrauding banks out of almost $30 million in loans. Savannah persisted in advocating for her family's innocence and voiced her concerns about the living circumstances in each of her parents' jails.